these switches here, guys, they're not manageable. They're just done you guys to double check as we did very fast. So I don't need these switches. I would like to implement my own good switches. So to import these appliances, I'll delete this. To import these appliances in our infrastructure, we'll click File, and I'll go Import Appliance here at the bottom. So File, Import Appliance. Here they are. Then I'm going to go wherever I downloaded the files. In my case, it's in my desktop. And actually, I'm going to choose here All, so to see the folders actually. Well, it's not in my desktop, or that's not my desktop actually. Yeah, I need to check the user. So I'll go Users, and that's my user. And here's the desktop, and now I see my new folder. I'll click New Folder. I'll click on this one. And now you see, if I choose only the appliances, these are the appliances which I need to have. Now the first one, which is the second one, actually is the switch. I'm going to install this first. I just click on it twice. I'll click twice on the Cisco-IOSV L2. And it will prompt me, it will start a wizard of installation. Now you guys, you don't have any other choice than to install it on the remote server, and you see the remote server name at the bottom. You see it, right? GNS3 local. You do next. It will tell you what's the name, and then you do next. Now you see both of them are ready to be installed. This to click on the first one and to do next. And you do yes. It says what it is. You just read it if you want. You do finish. You confirm. And here's the Cisco switch on the left side. It's a 3-layer switch. It's a 3-layer switch. If you would like to do some changes now, general changes, like changing this icon, let's say, I'll right click and I'll do configure template. I'm sorry, I'll click here. I'll click configure template. Now I could change the symbol, guys, here. You see it says symbol, multi-layer switch. I could click browse. I really like the new icons they introduced in GNS3. I'll choose this, which says red. And I'm gonna go a little bit, that's optional, obviously. I'm gonna go and I'll find out a 3-layer switch. Well, switch multi-layer. I'm gonna use this icon. I'll click OK. As you see, guys, I have other things which I could do here with play with them, but for now I'm not gonna do anything. Maybe I'm gonna start how to start the console. That's what I'm gonna use for my console connection. So when I start the device, it will auto start, and I'm gonna click OK. Actually, I'm gonna do the same. I cannot do it for the VPC. I need to go to the VPC itself, and I need to click here how to start with the console. I want everyone, when I started it, to start right away. Configure, how to start. This is optional again. Okay. Now I need to change the switches, guys. So I'm gonna click on this switch right. I'll do delete. I'll confirm, and this switch with the connection is off. And I'll do the same for the other one. I'll do delete, yes, and this one is gone too. Now I'm gonna drag this switch, and I'm gonna put it as the first switch. I'm gonna change the name to switch 1, SW1, as before. Here it is. I'll drag it once again on that side. I'll change the name, SW2, and I'll say OK. And then I'm gonna create the links again. So starting from the cloud, here it is, here it is. And now with this button on the top, I'm gonna start everything, and back actually all the consoles will start too. Yeah, all of them just start. Here my PC1. Well, it says PC1 for all of them because I saved the configuration as PC2, it's fine. But as you see, it will have different names. So these are the switches which are booting, and my PC1 is already on, and my PC2 is already on too. So basically what I could do, I'll do load PC1, if you remember. It will execute the DORA. Well, it cannot, because as you see, the switch is still booting, right? That's the reason I cannot do anything at the moment. When the switch is boot up, then I'm going to be able to execute. because for the moment being there is no connectivity. The switches are not on. So I'm just waiting this to finish. Okay, so when it says here verification, here's the switch. Okay, and on that side, when I do like this switch is on too. So both of them have the name switch at the moment because obviously I need to change the names. Well, that's fine. Now PC1, if I do the load PC1, this time it will work because the switch is already on. Okay, here it is. I'm having the same IP address. Okay, and on that side I do load PC2. Again, it's working, and I'm expecting to have even the same IP address. Here it is. Okay, so you see the gateways. This is the good gateway, and this is the good gateway here. So let's try, just for the sake of check, let's try to ping again, especially for one. I'm curious why I'm not able to ping. Maybe there is a reason. So let's ping again. So let's ping from here, 172.26.21.44. Now, still I'm not able to access it. From the other room, I don't have problem. And if I try from this one to ping my computer, which is this one, if I ping from here, this one, now as you see, this direction I could ping. It's kind of weird, but now another thing what I wanted to show you guys is how to implement, well, let's implement the router as well. We're still here, so let's implement the router. Let's do file, import appliance, and this time we're going to choose the first item, which is my router. I'll click twice, the same concept, do next, next. Now you see the first one and the second one are ready to be installed. So actually I'm going to click on the first one. I'll click next, I'll do yes. I'll wait. Now when you see this, you need to wait until it's downloaded because it's big. It's taking a little bit of time to download it on the local machine. Okay, so we wait. As soon as it's done, you do finish, you confirm, and the router is here. Okay, and again, if I would like to change something, I'll click on it, right click then, configure the template. I'll go to the symbols and I'm gonna change the red one to the red one. I'm gonna find out somewhere a router. Let's see if there is the viral router. Well, I don't have one, but I saw that there is a router. It's the router here. Here it is. I'll choose this one. I could say how to start with the console. Okay, and here's my router is installed. Now we're gonna use it later. For now, we just install it. Now another one we use, guys, and we're gonna use it a lot, I guess. We're gonna go and install another appliance. Import appliance again. Okay, I'm gonna go to the desktop wherever my things are. So PC users, C drive users, my username, desktop, new folder. I'm gonna choose, guys, the Ubuntu Docker. So the image of the Ubuntu Docker. I'm gonna say open of this one. The same concept, guys. Finish. Well, the difference is that the appliance right away is installed. Here it is, Ubuntu Docker Guest. Okay, the same thing. Right click, configure template. I'll say I'll change the Docker. I'll change the symbol. I'll do red, and I'm finding Docker. I think it was somewhere here. Here it is, a Docker image. Let's see if I could start right away. I don't see it. It's okay. We do okay. And the Ubuntu Docker container is there. So now I could just drag it and I could connect it to one of the switches. So I'll call this UBU Docker. I'll say okay. I'll move it on that side. I'll move this IP address like that, and I'll connect the same way. Okay, I will connect it the same way like the other ones. Okay, and I could even start it now. So I'm gonna do right click, start, and then I'll open the console for it. And as you see, it's booting right away. Okay, so if I do ifconfig, which shows a network in Linux, obsolete command, but it's working on Docker. You see, that's the name of my interface, and as you see, guys, there is no IP address here. Okay, there is no IP address, which means if I ping something, I'm not able to ping anything. So all I need to do in that case to fix this, I'll close that, I'll stop it, right click and stop. So I'm gonna right click on this and I'll go configure. You see here on the edition on the screen it says network configuration edit.
Yeah.
I'll click on it. You see, if it's like on programming, when you have hash, whatever is after the hash is not a command. It's just a node, so it won't be executed. So the first part here, if you unhash it, actually it will provide you with an IP address, static IP address. I want a DHCP, so that's the second part. The first statement here just explain what it does, so we're not gonna cache it. The second one, actually, I need to remove the cache symbol. For this one, I'm gonna remove the cache symbol too, so these are 2 clicks. And now, when I do save, and I'll do apply and OK, well, I'll click out to start the console. You see now I see it here. I'll do OK. And when I start this guy, and the console opens, now you see I'm having already an IP address.
Yeah.
So if I do ifconfig, I'm gonna see this IP address, and I'm gonna see eventually, well, this broadcast is not good. I don't see a default gateway as well, so I guess I need to reboot this one. So I'm gonna stop it. I'll do it again. It's, as you see, it's very easy to work with. I'll start it. And I'm gonna do ifconfig again. Well, the broadcast still 0.0. Anyway, we're gonna try to see now. Let's do cat. Now, if I do clear, I will clear the screen. The same command, the shortcut for it is Control L, because you guys don't read the first thing. So if I do ifconfig, once again, this is an obsolete command, but here it's working. I'll see what's my IP address. If I do cat etc and resolve.config, well, that's the name server. That's the DNS server of the school. So I'm seeing it here. If I ping it, 172.26.1.9, and if it's pingable, now in Linux it will ping indefinitely. So if you would like to stop it, you need to do Control Save. And if you would like to do something to ping for limited time, you do -C4. That means it will ping 4 times. Here it is. That's how it does. Okay. Now, if I ping Google by name, I'm expecting to see a reply. Okay. So it's a fully fledged virtual machine. You see how fast it has been created. Now, if I install something, so in Ubuntu, to install something, I don't need to use the sudo here. I don't need to use it. I need to say apt, I need to say install, and I'm gonna try to install the 3 commands. I'm gonna show it to you if it's installed, what it does. Now, I'm pretty sure, and I would have reboot the Docker container, I'm gonna lose it. So if I would like to make it persistent, the way to do it is to go here. Mr. David Bombal also explained, choose this one. I'll click enter. And actually, this is the movie. Docker persistent containers. And that's there. Okay, you click on this one. And
Grammarly?
basically, at certain point of the movie, it's about a minute and 45 seconds. You're gonna see which directories you need to do persistent. So you're just gonna write down whatever is shown here. So basically what you need to do on the GNS3, to close it, to stop the Docker container. So to stop the Docker container, open the configuration and go to advanced, and here at the bottom. So basically you need to write down everything what you see. So bin, boot, def, and so on and so forth. So you did this the same way. You do bin, you do boot, so on and so forth. And then you just do apply. And when you implement something and you reboot, it will be still there. So these are two settings you need to do on a Docker container to make the network first, either statically assigned IP address or dynamically. And when you install something to make it persistent, you need to copy all of these guys you see here on this one in the way it shows. So everyone on a separate line, starting with the /. Okay? Any questions?